Hello guys and welcome back to a new episode of Laps and Yaps, the last episode before the Formula 1 season is back, where we're clutching at straws on what we can actually yap about. Also, last week's episode, let's just talk about that. What fun to film. Some 6 girls all obsessed with motorsport and drivers, and we just got to yap. We did yap for about a solid hour and a half, and I did have to cut it down because, oh my god, some of it we're very good at going off topic. But also, if you really enjoyed that collab and you haven't listened to it because you only listen on Spotify and that one's only available on YouTube, go have a look because you're missing out. But if you really enjoyed us all together, check out Instagram and YouTube no, not even YouTube, Instagram and TikTok, and now YouTube, Boxbooked Media. It's just our little place of our group in motorsport, and hopefully we can bring you more with that for like race week roundups, probably just that, because we are busy people. We are busy people. No, it's obviously last week of Bahrain testing, next week Australian Grand Prix. I'm so excited. I love the Australian Grand Prix. It's just such a vibe. And the fact it's race week and we haven't seen these cars race since December. It's been a long time. 3 months? Yeah, long 3 months. But I think the main thing a lot of people are focusing on is the Aston Martin engine issue. I don't think it's meant to keep breaking down. I'm pretty sure that's not part of the plan. However, that's how it seems to be working out for them. Obviously got stopped on track almost every day every day in the last 3 days of testing, sometimes multiple times a day. And their quickest lap time is at risk of being above 112% of last year's qualifying time in Australia, which means they won't be able to race. Highly unlikely that actually happens. That is like a worst case scenario, because also we don't know how the lap times are going to be this year really, because whilst we've seen testing now, we've not seen testing at the Albert Park. Like, we've seen them for Bahrain, and our team's always going to be completely truthful at testing, because we know from past sandbagging exists. And then what else happened at testing? Let's just talk about the Ferrari mechanics screwing the rear wing on incorrectly. I have a feeling that was so random. I just remember, was it Crofty on it at the time? Yeah, and the ring went like, the rear wing went like 180, and that was just mad. They were like, oh my god. But everyone was like, has Ferrari like done this magical thing? Like, is this a secret to the new overtake modes? Turns out they hadn't even meant to do that, which is probably the most Ferrari thing ever, because that's just Ferrari core, I think, at this point. Another thing is a lot of teams and pundits and reporters and fans are saying we have a clear top 4 already. Red Bull, Mercedes, not in order, I don't know the order of them, okay? Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari. Now, do we? Because obviously last year we were all saying Williams is going to have a go to come back. They've been working on this car for so long that they stopped upgrades on last year's car to focus on this car, but then they didn't make it to Barca, which is still shocking to me. Like, they just did not turn up. But then, like, what we've seen in testing in the past 2 weeks, it's like, it's valid to say, nope, that's wrong side. We have a top 4 teams when you look at the time gaps, because so many teams, even some of the top teams are having issues, but a lot of the smaller teams, I mean, Aston Martin's not even small, but midfield teams. I think Cadillac was having a few on the first day in testing, which was like preventing their runs. Audi seemed to be doing okay actually. I think it was probably a few little things, but they didn't seem to completely break down. Audi, Cadillac, Aston, Haas, they're doing okay. They are actually doing okay. They have a bit of confidence, and who knows? But yeah, like, I'm just so excited for testing. Like, I feel like I've just keep going on about the same things. But obviously, this is laps and Yaps. We don't just focus on Formula One. We focus on all motorsports as much as what we follow on all motorsports as much as we can. So not that I'm like a massive person, but I know that some of the bikes are back this weekend. I'm not a massive person, not a massive bike person. Let me like word things correctly. But we're also getting tested for junior series. And guys, we're back at track in a month. We are back at track in a month. I have not been at track since September, and I'm back. And then I'm at track 4 weeks in a row. Guys, the content is gonna cook. It's going to cook. Oh my god. I'm not gonna like fully release where I am because, you know, online safety. We don't dox ourselves on the internet. But I'm so excited. So let me like say like actually kind of what we're going for. We've kind of got some testing days which are open, so we're gonna go have a little visit. We have one interview planned, potentially a second. Need to contact the third person, but like it should be okay. But definitely one. Also got some box media meetups, guys. Well, some of us. We can't get the whole gang together. We've got a media day for 2 series. I want to say 2 series there that day. We've got another media day a week later. So and then we have an actual race weekend at a new track I've not been to. So I should be going to a few new tracks as well, which is really cool. I'm really excited for that because at the moment I'm just like a Silverstone girl, which is nothing wrong with that. We love Silverstone, but how can I say I'm a well-rounded motorsport person if I don't go to that many tracks in the UK? I only go to the one and Spa, but that's out of the country. Oh my god, let me not burp. But we got a lot of new junior talent this year, which we love. We always like seeing new junior drivers, and it means new interviews, so hopefully you get less of just weeks in a row of me yapping at you, and you get to learn about some drivers you didn't know about before. Let me sit properly. Kind of going back to Formula One, but obviously like that is what the biggest fan base in motorsport is. Albert Park next weekend. I think so if you're a UK gal or person like me, it's 4 a.m, which is just. I don't think I'll be watching qualifying. Don't cancel me. Not a fake fan, just like sleep and work and God knows what else. Crazy world I live in. But the motorsport trips this year are looking fire. Like, and I'm going to see so many different series as well and like different things. So like last year, obviously, a lot of what I saw was British F4. But now, I'm going to see different things. we haven't always seen. We love. We love. I feel like it's kind of short, but this time next week I'll have loads because it'll be race week and I can just yap everything at you. Like just pure word vomit.